Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us here on THV 11 Plus as we continue THV 11 Morning News and you get ready for school, getting ready for work. Already, though, kind of an accident. What was that, Jefferson County?
Yeah,
in there?
it's in Jefferson, actually, but in Jefferson County.
Gotcha.
So right before Whitehall.
In Jefferson?
Yes.
How about that?
It looks like they'll have it cleaned up once they get the tow truck.
Yeah, and when
won't
the
be that
tow
bad.
truck arrives, that's usually a good sign that things are about to clear up, and it's there
Hope
now.
so.
So.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that we're really seeing on our roads right now. If we want to take our, there we go. Now I can really get
job,
into
Brett.
it. You gotta get my swoosh first.
Did you know Brett woke up this morning and he got here?
Brett is here.
Brett's here.
Oh, yay. Brett's here. The producer, Brett. Okay. Love it. All right. So this is what's happening. As you can see, they've already got that car loaded up. And so hopefully they'll be pulling away pretty soon. And this will be clear again. This is in Jefferson, right before you get to Whitehall, 530 southbound. I'll give you a closer look at where that is. So right here, like I said, Jefferson, and that is exit 24. It's at Stagecoach Road, exit 24, 530 southbound. So, yeah, that should clear pretty soon. I was just looking, too, as it was zooming in there, saw that it's starting to really slow down on Interstate 30 here at Alexander. So, yeah, that happened pretty quickly. Let me show you how slow it is moving there just past Alexander, 44 miles per hour. So from the 430 interchange past Bryant, we're already seeing some slowdowns at 701. It's already started, Tracy. So, yep, we'll give another check of traffic coming up.
All right, we're back at it for sure. We are starting out this morning a little bit cooler, temperature right at 32. So you'll need that jacket, that light coat as you're heading out the door of the kiddos as well at the bus stop. We're seeing some temperatures a little bit below freezing and so far not seeing many road conditions again impacted by this. I think up into the north are having a few in the mountain areas, but here in central Arkansas things are looking good. Wind chill is around 26. We've got a northerly breeze around 10 miles per hour, and that's of course making it feel a little cooler out there. So we will warm up today right around 45, a few 50s to our south. That cold front that came through yesterday again brought in that cooler air and making things a little chilly today, and then tomorrow morning as well. We will see those temperatures tomorrow morning dropping into the 20s, but warming up into the 50s, and then we'll see that nice trend as temperatures begin to go up and kind of settle into the 60s for next week. Now it's going to be dry for the most part this week, and we really aren't going to see any chance for some rain. The next chance is going to be Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. But as I mentioned, we've got a lot of 60s next week that are just going to stick around for a while, which we are excited about. We'll talk more about that weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Tracy, thank you. Continuing coverage this morning, the search for Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, now in its fourth day in Tucson, Arizona.
New developments this morning. The Piedmont County Sheriff is confirming a possible ransom note was sent to a local TV station, and in it, the writer describes details of Guthrie's home and what she was wearing the night she disappeared. So far, though, the sheriff is not saying whether the note is authentic. And the celebrity site TMZ is also reporting it has received a ransom note given to authorities demanding millions of dollars in Bitcoin, which is much harder to trace.
Authorities believe the 84-year-old was abducted from her home late Saturday night into early Sunday. The sheriff says a small amount of blood was found inside the home. The FBI is now assisting, analyzing cell phone data and following multiple leads.
We've submitted all kinds of samples for DNA, and we've gotten some back, but nothing to indicate any suspects.
Investigators stress time is critical. Guthrie needs daily medication that was left behind.
Savannah Guthrie has appealed on social media for any help finding her mother. Authorities say they do not believe there is any danger to the public.
The brief government shutdown is over after President Trump signed several funding bills into law. But the future of the Department of Homeland Security remains uncertain as lawmakers push for reforms. Meanwhile, Trump is sparking debate across party lines, saying Republicans should, quote, nationalize elections, a power the Constitution currently gives to the states. CBS's Jared Hill has the latest.
President Trump is doubling down on his call to nationalize elections 8 months before the midterms.
The federal government should get involved.
Listing a number of cities and states where he says the feds should swoop in.
Take a look at Detroit. Take a look at Pennsylvania. Take a look at Philadelphia. You go take a look at Atlanta. Look at some of the places that horrible corruption on elections.
Multiple agencies have found the accusations of widespread 2020 voter fraud to be unfounded. The president's suggestion raising alarm bells among some Democrats.
Have one political party take over that process. This provides a huge danger to our country going forward.
Republicans maintain the president only meant he supports a bill requiring voter IDs nationwide.
That signifies ensuring that only citizens of this country vote in our elections.
The president's comments as he signed multiple bills into law ending the government shutdown. But the Department of Homeland Security only funded for 2 weeks as Democrats demand reforms to immigration and customs enforcement operations after agents killed 2 protesters in Minneapolis last month.
Every DHS agent everywhere should have a body camera.
This week, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem announced agents will wear body cams in Minneapolis. Roving patrols will also be curtailed.
They're wanting to make sure that immigration enforcement is done safely and smartly and efficiently.
But Democrats say they want these changes codified into law. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Back here at home this morning, a Garland County Justice of the Peace is making headlines just weeks before early voting begins.
Dayton Myers is one of the youngest elected officials in the state, and he's now taking legal action over where voters in his district can cast their ballots. THV 11's Tamer Knight has more on why Myers says election integrity is on the line. Tamer?
Well, Karen and Hayden, Dayton Myers says this isn't the route he wanted to take, but he claims the current polling location raises serious concerns about the fairness in the upcoming election. Myers' time on and off the quorum court has been a major roller coaster since he became one of the youngest elected officials back in 2022. Myers filed a lawsuit last week against the Garland County Election Commission and County Judge Daryl Mahoney. He argues the commission approved a polling location at Allen Tillery Automobile Dealership where his opponent, Robert Loughton, works. The lawsuit says the polling place has traditionally been located at the Hot Springs Mall and alleges Judge Mahoney personally recommended the new location. At this time, Judge Mahoney has declined to comment.
The appearance that the Election Commission is showing favoritism to one candidate or the other, or that the polling location is somehow not neutral, it's just not right, and it's not fair to the voters that they may feel intimidated when they go in to vote.
Myers and his attorney say they attempted to appeal the decision with the Election Commission, but were denied, leading them to seek an injunction. In a statement, Loughton says he supports the decision made by the commission and county judge, adding that the polling location is not in District 7 and that the dealership building being used is separate from his office, which is located about 200 yards away. Now, we reached out to the Garland County Election Commission for comment, but have not heard back. Election Day is scheduled for March 3rd. Reporting for THV 11 News, I'm Tamer Knight.
Thank you, Tamer. Voters in the River Valley area of Arkansas have cast their ballots in a Republican runoff for Arkansas Senate District 26, setting the field for a special election in March.
Brad Simon will take the runoff, defeating Wade Dunn with more than 65% of the vote. Dunn finished with just under 35%.
Both candidates opposed the proposed 3,000-bed prison in Franklin County, a central issue that pushed this race forward ahead of the upcoming fiscal session.
Simon now advances to face independent candidate Adam Watson in the March 3rd special election.
A THV 11 update now. More than 150 law professors nationwide are pushing back against the University of Arkansas for taking back an offer to make Emily Suskie the next dean of its law school. In a letter to university leaders, the professors criticized the decision that came after Suskie took part in an amicus brief as part of a U.S. Supreme Court case involving transgender athletes. The letter says the filing only reflected Suskie's legal interpretation and that there was no effort to hide it throughout the hiring process. State Senate President pro tempore Bart Hester is among the lawmakers who urged the board to revoke the offer, arguing lawmakers should have a voice in who leads publicly funded law schools.
The University of Arkansas is a land-grant institution. There's a supermajority of Arkansans that believe a particular way on things. They need to understand that with who they're hiring.
I think it's important to recognize that people who run a law school have the collective expertise of their entire careers in selecting an appropriate leader, which is not easy to do.
Governor Sanders is backing the university's decision, calling it a common sense move that's in the best interest of students. A new bill proposed in Washington is raising concerns at a major big cat sanctuary in Arkansas. It would change federal rules on who can own big cats, how they're bred, and how they're transported. Leaders at Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge in Eureka Springs say they have concerns, but they are already working with Congressman Steve Womack to oppose the bill after having partnered with him to pass other big cat safety laws. Now let's check back in with Ashley King now and get a look at the traffic.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, just got a notification that this accident here on 530 is clear. So you can see with our live traffic map that, or our camera view, that indicates exactly what I'm getting here from iDrive. So this is a look right now. Beautiful morning just north of Whitehall where that accident occurred earlier, but they've already taken off that vehicle on the tow truck. So things are clear there. Should be no issue as you're driving through on Interstate 530. And that's the only thing that we're really seeing right now. It looks like it's pretty clear around the metro area. We're starting to see some slowdowns, but nothing major, just the typical areas. North Terminal Interchange, also 30 eastbound there between the 430 interchange back to Bryant. We'll get another check coming up.
All right, weather-wise, Ashley, it's really kind of quiet. Just need the coat. Do you leave? Do you not?
I know.
All right, we'll do our 7 o'clock in the morning dance there. So a few clouds out there. We are still seeing that northerly wind bringing in that cooler air, that front that came through again, making it a little chilly today as we are starting things out with a little breeze, and that's knocking that feels like temperature down as well. Now, north around 6 miles per hour, we could see some that are around 10, even some gusts of 15. We're seeing a little bit of that there in West Memphis, but around the state for the most part, not too bad. It's just a little chilly this morning. It is 32, so again, we could see a little icy patch here and there, but those winds making it feel like 26 out there. Very cool this morning. And although we are looking for a beautiful day and lots of sunshine and a high right around 45, again, it'll be just a little bit colder than what we have seen the last couple of days. Now tomorrow we're going to keep that cold air around, at least for the morning time, starting out in the 20s, so a little bit below where we're at right now. But beautiful sunshine. You'll see those winds are shifting a bit more westerly, and that's going to help warm things up as we're heading into the afternoon, where we're going to see those 50s again. And the good news is those temperatures are going to start to warm up. This 8 to 14 day outlook shows that we're going to have those above average temperatures now. 54 is where we should be, 34 for the mornings. We're going to see them all going up. Most of next week is going to be in the 60s for highs. So that's good news ahead, and we're going to have a beautiful weekend as well. We'll talk more about that in my forecast coming up.